80% because you have Kendrick Lamar, you have J. Cole, Big Sean, who I think is a great lyricist. I think sometimes he's like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Slept on.
Slept on, yes. Yeah. But he, like, if you listen to him, he's up there, in my opinion, with Cole and, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, lyrically, yeah. Yeah, lyrically, yeah, but, brand-wise, no.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's very different and whatnot. And so that's why, I like them. I feel like they stay true to themselves. I think Migos and Future and them stay true to themselves. I just don't think their music will stand the test of time. And when I listen to your music, and I'm not bullshitting you or anything, I feel like, your music, say for instance, if you were quote unquote a mainstream artist, it is something that you could listen to, 10, 15, 20 years from now, because you're being honest. I can't relate to Molly Percocets because I don't do drugs and whatnot. So I can't relate to it, but I like to listen to music that I can relate to and that tells a story. Like even Biggie, in some of his raps, I can't relate to kicking down the door because I never kicked down the door, but he told a story. So in my head, I'm watching a movie. Like, oh, okay, this is a movie, Some of the other stuff is kind of like, okay, it's a hot beat. It goes in the, in the car if you turn your music up and it bangs out in the club and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But, I will say music now, 80% of it is trash, but it's because the audience is listening to it. I don't think if the audience was like so receptive of them, they may not be as popular as they are right now. And 10 years from now, we probably will be like, where are they now? If they don't have any other ventures outside of music.
We got to keep them where they at, man, because if we keep stiffening them about it, then they going to switch it up and they end up being here 5 to 10 years.
True, but you know what? I respect their hustle because I've watched Migos from the very beginning up to now, and you got to respect their hustle. You may not like their music. You may not be able to relate to it, but I can always give respect where respect due when someone's grinding.
Well, the grind and the hustle comes with you respecting the brand, not more so of the music. Because they have evolved as a brand. Mm-hmm. But that's why I say what I say. If people keep sticking them, they going to say, okay, well, maybe we need it. And then it ain't going to be no lane for the JIDs and the Nick Grants to come up. Mm-hmm. Because then the Migos going to switch their style and say, now we gonna tighten up. So, yeah. But the only part with that is the young audience or the people gonna grow with them, or they gonna say, man, fuck that. We don't want to hear no conscious shit from the Migos. We want to hear
bad and bougie.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta keep them where they at, so you can open the door for the JIDs, mm-hmm. the Big Crits, even for people like Big Sean and Wale to get the credit that they deserve. I mean, people been dogging Wale because his album didn't sell, and I mean, it's like y'all gotta remember, like Wale was in the conversation with the Kendricks, the Coles, the Drakes, so you can't just because he ain't been around or he done had a few breakdowns, you can't let that. Them guys all came in together. What people don't understand is Big Sean signed to Def Jam the same time Lil Ru did, mm-hmm. and who ended up prevailing. Even though Big Sean didn't take off rap then like Lil Ru did, Big Sean he prevailed. So, I was blessed to be able to see stuff like that back then at that age. I was blessed to have one uncle come into the things he came into mm-hmm. through Atlantic and LaFace, and then have my other uncle, his little brother, come into things with Capital and So-So mm-hmm. Def. Yeah, so I got a chance to see it firsthand. I think that's why, when I be seeing a lot of niggas now and hearing like a lot of the local, like, mm-hmm. I can't say I'm a local artist because I ain't from here. Like, I'm from 2 hours away. You know how many mm-hmm. miles that is? Like,
It's the mileage. I guess people may, I don't like to label local artists. Honestly, I don't. I like to, and I try to find a good term. People use indie because independent. People use up and coming because they may say they up and coming.
35, 32, 30. Probably been doing it since you was 15, 16.
So what if someone was to, because, were good with labels, if they were to label you, or if you had to come up with a label, what would you call it?
I'm independent on paper.
Independent.
I got a distribution. Okay. Like, I'm signed to myself, but my label has a distribution deal.
Okay.
So I have a deal like Master P had with Universal. I have a deal like Cash Money had with Universal. A distribution deal. I don't have a record deal. Them two big different things. I have a independent. Well, I have a distribution deal. When I first got signed, I had an independent digital distribution deal, meaning I can only have a machine of digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, etc., etc. Before Apple Music, this 2013. Now I have a distribution deal, meaning if my album sells over a certain number of units digitally, then they press out physical copies, and the physical copies goes into the stores. But on paper, I'm independent. On paper, I'm independent. It's levels. It's like it's like niggas wake up like, yo, we got a label.
And they do.
Where the LLC at?
Yeah.
Where, who? Okay, you can have an LLC, but who is giving you distribution? If you're paying CD Baby, that's not a distribution deal. It's not like you went to an Empire or a Symphonic or a Ditto or even something like, shout out to Chris Gotti, Irv Gotti's brother. Adventures Music. If you don't have like a situation, and when I mean, you didn't go sign up on their website like you would go sign up for Little League football. Meaning they came to you, approached you and said, yo, we want to offer you this situation for this platform. You unsigned. You can have a label, but you unsigned. You don't have like a situation. Or you can even be an artist and have a deal, but your label doesn't have a deal. So it's like all types of levels that niggas need to, you know what I'm saying?
They need to read up on.
Because that's how they get fucked.
Yeah, the 360 deals and end up like New Edition with a check for maybe $1.85 after everything.
Hey, get that sign exchange check and it say $22 and you feeling like, well, my shit did this many numbers. But you gotta understand, man, streams, if you gotta do 1,500 streams to make that equal up to 1. So put 10 million streams and divide that all up with 50. It's like a formula. You divide 10 million streams with 1,500 and woo. I can't give it all that, but you do all that, and when you see the number that you come out with, you gonna say, so damn, I can do 10 million streams and still only get this?
Yeah.
You go be shitting. That's why you see people like Adele. You don't see Adele on Spotify. You don't see Adele.
She will not stream her album. No.
They know better.
She will not. Taylor Swift, to an extent, she pulled some of her music off.
Jay-Z put everything straight on Tidal.
Beyonce put Lemonade just on Tidal.
That hurt because I had everything goes. That hurt being a Jay-Z.
I was upset that Beyonce. Well, I knew Beyonce was gonna put out on Tidal because that's her husband. I thought eventually it would come over to Apple Music. It has yet to come over to Apple, so I had to go and pay for some Tidal.
Well, to speak on this, speaking of Beyonce,
I love her.
I was somewhere, not gonna say where, and I was with a lady. I'm not going to say who I was with or who she is. She is from this city. Shout out to her. And this was before my situation now. And I opened up her car door. White girl. Opened up her car door. And what was sitting in the side console of the door? The Lemonade album. The actual copy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to put that on Snapchat and Instagram. I was so like, yo, this white girl got a, she went and bought that shit. That shit made me feel so proud because it's like, you expect her to have a Adele or Taylor Swift. But when you see her with that Lemonade, it's like, she went in. Like, I remember when I went in the store and bought the documentary And my mom, you know, okay, you gotta go to Walmart. Walmart ain't no cussing. But then I remember when I actually walked to FYE and said, fuck that, man. I'm finna go get this up. And when my mom came home, I'm playing San Andreas and I'm bumping the documentary with the cussing. Oh my God.
You get a whooping.
Man, I ain't getting no whooping.
You ain't get no whooping.
Turn that shit off.
The first rap album I had was Notorious B.I.G.'s Ready to Die.
Ready to Die.
And you know, the One More Chance, before they remixed it and made it what you hear on the radio,
Mary
it was nasty.
Yeah.
And I was playing it in my little pink boombox. And my mama came in there. She was like, "What the hell?" Because I couldn't stop it fast enough. Because I remember I used to get excited going into the record stores and buying my cassette tapes and getting my CDs.
Yeah.
And you know, you used to hit the pamphlet. You could open it up, see who wrote the song, look at the pictures, read the lyrics, and they had their thank yous at the back. I read all of that. I won't lie. Ever since, you know, you can stream stuff on your tablets and phones now, I have stopped going to the stores and buying the albums. But whenever an album would come out that I would like, I would buy one for the house and buy one for the car.
Yeah.
So I had double everything. I used to go to the store and buy every Vibe magazine, every Source, every XXL. My grandmother still to this day on her porch has the box of all my Vibe magazines, every Source magazine, every SSL. I mean, I had the Source when Cash Money was hot and it was popping. You know, the Vibe cover with Biggie and Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy was standing behind him. They had Biggie in the front. They had the shades on. Yep. I got all that.
The blue jean outfit. Yeah. We came from shit, and I'm younger than you, but my older cousins is your age, so I came up where it wasn't Instagram. It's like Instagram reminds me of when I used to look on my cousin's wall and he had all the magazines on the wall. That's what Instagram is to me. Like, I used to wake up, you sleeping on your cousin's floor. I used to wake up in the morning and a whole wall from the Jet magazines of Ludacris, Outkast. You go in my cousin's step room, she got Beyonce, Tony Braxton. I mean, posters. And she was a big Destiny Child fan. We used to act out the Apollo in my auntie front room. I used to put on the Steve Harvey suit. Like, I remember performing Get Rich or Die Trying, Wankster. I remember performing Wankster in Apollo, you know, in my auntie living room. Like, we came up from that. And
it was exciting.
It was exciting.
Like, we used to go to the store. What was the magazine? Word Up.
Yeah, Word Up.
And they had the posters in there that you can pull out and hang them on your wall. Yep. We had all of that. It's
Double XL, Source, King, Vibe. You used to look through the whole magazine. They used to have the unsigned hype. Yep. Where the 5 mics. The 5 mics ain't which you had to have. Damn near immaculate. They wouldn't even. I don't remember nobody get. I remember like 4.5. I don't remember like nobody actually. It's like only 2-3 people got like 5 mics. Yeah. Like, I remember hearing Dave Mays and Benzino. Like, when I seen Benzino and Stevie J on Love and Hip Hop, that hurt me. That hurt me. Because
Stevie J was part of the Hitman with Bad Boy. You produced some of the best hits. And to see you on Love and Hip Hop with Jocelyn Hernandez, who is not talented. As far as, I would say she's beautiful, do magazine covers and all that. But she is not, like, how you go from working with Mariah Carey, Biggie Smalls, Faith Evans to Jocelyn Hernandez.
Chucky Thompson. I mean,
I was just like, are you serious? Like, when I first seen it, I was like, that's Stevie J from the Hitman.
It hurt me for this generation because they think of him as that, while we know him as
the Hitman. We know Benzino from
The Source.
Yes. And so it was like, how y'all go from that to that? Like, was the money gone that bad for you to have to do that? And I've always said this to people. I'm like, if Stevie J was to die today, unfortunately, they would be Love and Hip Hop star passes, not Stevie J, the hitman for Bad Boy producing Honey
Biggie
for Mariah Carey.
His sound.
Yeah, they wouldn't mention that. They would mention him being Jocelyn Hernandez's baby's father and being on Love and Hip Hop. And I'm like, that's so sad to see. Even when